Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to showcase some of my favorite minifigs I have made by combining different pieces and creating characters for my D&D campaign. And also some of the figurines I just like because I think they look cool. And I'm going to try to explain where their parts are from, but some of them I really don't know because it's some older parts. So yeah, let's get started with probably my newest figurine I made, because I want to make a bard that was also a barbarian. So I found this old samurai torso from the original ninja theme, gave him a cool scarf and an angry looking head and a hairpiece just to cover up that he has two faces. And then gave him a lute and a basic axe to give the idea of a bard. And the idea was that when he go rage mode, he's dual wielding his weapon and his lute as weapon. So I think this, even though it's a really basic figurine, I think it's worked really well. Even if he doesn't have back printing, I think the scarf really helps, like giving some texture to it. It should probably be another color, but I kind of like it. And one of the things I want to highlight is that you don't need to have capes on all of your characters just to make them look cool. Because I've seen many people give a character cape and as a finishing touch, but in D&D not everyone can run around with a cape. Next up we have Achima figurines that I found at my brother's home, and giving him the shield of, I think it's from a Hogwarts set, an armor and a spear to make this alligator spearman. And I really like him. I don't really have the idea what to use him for in my D&D campaign yet, but I just think he looks cool. Really armored looked, and I think the snake shield works really well. Next up we have a CMF combination where I gave him a Ninjago armor piece with a small katana, then gave him the Gith headpiece and I think it's the Arakorica Rangers chest piece, together with the cloth piece from the Monster Hunter from the newest CMF, together with an owl and a crossbow to make this awesome looking hunter character. And yeah, I think he's turned out really cool, and I hope I can convince some of my players to play a hunter. But if not, well, I still have a really cool character. Let's just place all of them here so we can see what I've made. Next up I actually have a Master Wu minifig that I made into a wizard. And this one was probably the most simple one, because I simply just gave him a white hairpiece and this staff that came in the set. I think it was one of the Ninjago set where they fought on a wolf mountain. I don't remember what it's called. And yeah, I realized how easy it was to turn Master Wu into a wizard simply by changing his head to a hairpiece. So yeah, it's probably something I'm going to do in the future if I buy more of those. And speaking of Ninjago, I also turned Lloyd into a white mage, and he's from the same set, but I just gave him, funny enough, a white cape and a white hood, together with a staff and a holy symbol, to make him this cleric-like character. And I think he works really well, especially because of his green eyes, giving off that he's like infused with magic, and work really well with the crystal I gave him. So all in all, I think he's a funny little cool character, and was easy to make into a D&D character, which is something that you're probably going to hear a lot, because we don't have a lot of fantasy sets right now. And don't worry, we will get to this guy. Next up we have, this is just a personal favorite of mine. I don't think I'm going to use him for my D&D, but this was a Sane minifig where I had this angry looking Sane head. Then I had this CMF Mecha Dynamo chest piece, this black Ninjago piece that could hold two katanas, and then gave him two transparent katana. And then his Dragonian leg from the newest set, together with this. I don't know where the mask is from. It was from a set I just found I think it was the Dragonian village. I don't really remember, so sorry about that. But again, I think it's turned out really well. Simple, but I really like them. Next up is my Dragonian Monk. Dragonian Monk. Where I used Lloyd's Dragonian form together with these golden wings and the new gold claw pieces from Ninjago and the head of the Dragon Paladin from the D&D CMF. And I really hope that LEGO will gonna make more of these head pieces in other colors, because I really like it. It's such a simple change that makes your characters feel so much different from just being a normal characters like Gith or human or whatever. And even with the attachable horn pieces that you can change for whatever color you want, I really hope they'll do more of this in the future. Next up we have my Kraken Berserker, and this one uses an old Viking torso together with the new Kraken legs to create this angry looking warrior. And this was one of my first characters I made for my Kraken army, because it was such a I already had the torso and it really will fit well, and I think even the legs, even though they don't match completely, function really well, especially if you place it next to someone who is decked completely out in Kraken. It almost looks like he's just ready to go into a fight constantly. So yeah, it's probably my favorite of my Kraken warrior. Maybe it's contention with this guy here, even though he's only using the Kraken shield and the bandana. Let's see if I can get it to focus. I think he's looking more like he's fitting into the Krakens just because of the pants pieces. Next up I have my Paladin, where I used, the face doesn't really matter, but I make this Paladin using this armor piece to show off the torso from the Dragon Knight Paladin from the CMF, and the Dragon Knight shield together with a basic sword. But it actually made me wonder if you want to make it out of the Horse Knights, because I'm using him for my Horse Knight army, of how it would actually look if you just took the armor piece and helm piece and all of it, if it actually would work as a heavy knight. So let's just see here right now, and I actually think it works really well to create these awesome heavy knights and still show off the awesome torso from the Horse Knights army. And while I still think I'm going to use this one for my heavy knights, I really think this also looks really good in general. So let's just leave him like this for now, and we're just going to build up my Dragon Knight Paladin, my Paladin here, giving him the old stuff so I remember who is from. It actually works pretty well too. More like a low level Paladin. So if any of my players is going to play a Paladin, I hope I can make them wearing this torso and armor piece. So yeah, all in all, I really like this torso, and I really hope that they'll continue making these white silver combination of armor set. Next up we have what I think I call my Poseidon minifigs, but you could also use as a ghost or anything else. And he's made for my little Odyssey collection I've made, and I think he works really well because there's a lot of small reference to the songs in it, with his trident, him being the father of what's his name, Polyphemus, together with using the chest piece and the ghost piece from Lego Dreams Neverwitch. I think it turned out really well. And the face and hair piece is from, or was it the Vampire Lord from the D&D CMF, and just a simple build of a trident instead of using the trident that Lego have made themselves. I'm deciding to use the trident, making a bigger trident to make it look more impressive and with a gem in the bottom. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to use him, but he could work as a ghost lord of some kind. I need to look into what kind of monster. And lastly, I made this this little fun build here. and she's actually turning the wrong way, using the tiefling's chest piece and leg pieces. Then I don't know where the hairpiece and headpiece are from, but I've really made this mischievous, almost flying character, thanks to the cloud from Monkey Kids. I just looked at the build and tried to rebuild it, and then made this little stand for her. And I think it works really, really well, because it's just a little mock I made. It's not the most impressive mock because I basically took the build from another place, but giving you the idea of building. And now to my favorite character, my Jin. And he's using Logan's headpiece from Lego Dreams that has two sizes, one where he's angry and one where he's happy. Then he has this, I don't know where the armor piece is from, but it's probably from Ninjago somehow. And then funny enough, my second cape, and if you look at it, I only use two capes in all of it, together with this Lego Dreams sword and a ring in the middle, and then using this weird looking bone torso together with some plain legs that I found that had some kind of a belt on it. And all in all, I really, really like this, how this guy turned out, because he basically looked like a Jin, and it's one of those races that I think it's hard to make, and I'm definitely going to find some way of using him in my D&D campaign. So yeah, it was a little different from what I normally use, but hopefully I have inspired to create some interesting D&D characters, or just characters for your Lego worlds that fit the theme of yours, using parts that shouldn't look like they would work together really well, but or just works really well together. All in all, this is, yeah, I don't think I have any more things to say, except don't be discouraged by not having a ton of these rare pieces to make cool looking minifigs. I know I used some older pieces and some CMF pieces and some pieces that no longer is available, but it was literally what I could gather from my friends and families and buy from them, and using Bricklink and the CMF that I could get my hands on to make these cool looking D&D characters. Again, not all of them are D&D characters, but all in all, I hope you enjoyed and have a nice day.